Hey, what's up, guys? Well, I just left the record store, and it's a store I generally don't go to very much. And I'm still driving home, and I'm super excited because something pretty cool has happened, and I didn't think I was gonna go and do anything but look at cassette tapes today, so who knew? Anyway, there's a bag of goodies sitting there, and I can't wait to show you, so I'm getting myself home, and I'll be right back and show you what I got.
Drinking in the morning sun, blinking in the morning sun, shaking off the heavy one.
Oh, I tell you, every time I think I'm gonna go to a store and really behave, it just doesn't seem to work out for me. Despite my best efforts to not spend a lot of money right now, and it's just after Christmas and I don't have any money, but what can I say? I did anyway, and I'm sure I'm not going to regret it, but right now I'm just thinking, oh wow, I think I probably spent too much on this. But as I said in the little intro, I was just going to a record store called Breakaway Records that I hardly ever go to because I saw on their Instagram that they carry cassette tapes, and you guys who follow me on Instagram and Facebook know I've been into collecting my cassettes lately. I had just gotten a couple in the mail today. I got the Charlatans, and I got a Cocteau Twins tape, and those just came in the mail, and I thought, I need to get out of the house. It's Saturday. I just want to go scout around. So I went to Breakaway Records, which is about 30 minutes from my house, and I hardly ever go there. No reason. They actually have a pretty good selection. Well, I started out looking at cassettes, and in this bag there are some cassettes. And I guess I may as well show you that as a starting point here. I got the best of Van Morrison, and you can see, it's still a little bit pricey for a cassette tape, but $5. And I don't have anything of Van Morrison, so I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. And been really into ABBA lately because I'm just watched Mamma Mia for the very first time ever in my life, and they have this, and I have some Erasure already on cassette tape, but I don't have this. This was $2.99. This is their ABBA tribute kind of EP, I guess it is, and I've only heard this once or twice in my life. I don't have this, so I thought, hey, $3, way to go. That's a good bargain, right? What else did I get? I'm trying to round out my Concrete Blonde cassette collection, and this one needs a new case, but the tape looks fine. It's free. Concrete Blonde, that was $2.99, so far we're doing good, right? There's a couple more in here. Oh, here's another Concrete Blonde, their debut album, $2.99. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm doing good here. This is going to be a good trip, and I'm not going to spend a lot of money. There's two more cassettes here. I got, this one's fun. This one was the most expensive. I don't know why. It needs a new tape case. This one's cracked, but $6.99 for Best of Scott Walker and the Walker Brothers. And I have a lot of Scott Walker and the Walker Brothers, but I don't have a lot on cassette. In fact, I only have a Scott Walker compilation, and this is mostly Walker Brothers, so I thought, well, that'll be fun. And you don't see that every day, so $7, right? And this one's really neat because this is the Best of Yellow Magic Orchestra. And I'm not super familiar with Yellow Magic Orchestra, but right away the artwork screams to me because those who know, it is Von Oliver on the artwork, who did so much with 4AD and Dead Can Dance and so many, Cocteau Twins and so many artists of the era. And this is obviously Von Oliver's artwork, V23, so I thought, hey, I will try Yellow Magic Orchestra. $3, sealed. This one's sealed, if you didn't notice. So, as you can see, okay, what did I spend there? $35, something like that? That would have been a good trip. But I turn around and I start looking at the used record bin, and nothing grabs me. I mean, it's mostly stuff I've either got or really just nothing. So I thought, okay, well, so be it. I'll just go home with my tapes. Well, then I turn around and I see this wall that's kind of up above, and they have dozens upon dozens of sealed, some not sealed, but mostly sealed, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab records. And for those who collect and know Mobile Fidelity, finding sealed anything from them is pretty damn amazing. And I thought, well, they must have bought somebody's collection, or because these were all old. They had tons of Beatles. I think I saw every Beatles title that they had, brand new sealed, including the blue box from the Beatles. And that was marked $800. I didn't buy that. You know, my bag is not going to fit that. So I walked away from that. That looked like it was in mint condition. They had sealed Rubber Soul, Sgt. Pepper, Abbey Road, the White Album, not Meet the Beatles, but you know, I think I saw most of the Beatles titles there. They had 2 copies of Queen, Day at the Races. They had Toto 4. They had Joe Jackson, Night and Day. They had Derek and the Dominoes Live, the double album Live that I have on Mobile Fidelity CD. But most were out of my price range. I'm going to be honest with you, these were priced for the collector at a retail price. But I think what I got, what I walked out of there with, is actually not too bad. I'll have to do some research. I'll have to look it up. But I don't feel like these were terribly overpriced. We'll see. But I was just astounded. I mean, they had so much sealed Mobile Fidelity, and someone was a collector and kept them sealed. I mean, it was like Bobby Z's Wet Dream in there. And I was just like, oh, yes, it's something you never see. You see them online, you know, you see them on eBay, you see them on Discogs, and those are really outrageously priced most of the time. But what I did walk out with, I think I'm going to be really happy with. 2 of them are sealed, 1 of them is not sealed, and they're all from the same artist. And, you know, I've said to myself a few times, I'd really like to upgrade my copies of this particular band, because my vinyl copies are kind of very generic, not that great. I've shown them in videos before, and I would love to have nice playing, good, really good copies of this band's, at least some of their albums. And now I have 3. So anyway, first up, these are all going to be from the same band. So if you don't like this band, you'd probably be like, okay, big deal, moving on. But anyway, if you do like this band, or if you're a Mobile Fidelity enthusiast or collector, stick around, because they're, you know, the 2 sealed ones are going to be fun. This one is not sealed, and I think it was a very reasonable price. This is the Moody Blues, Days of Future Past, on Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. One of the greatest albums of the 60s, one of the greatest albums of all time, really. And it's in beautiful condition. I'm sure these were all from the same seller, the same collector, because you can just tell, especially with his taste. But this one's nice, and this one I can show you. And if you didn't notice already, I'm going to be very transparent. I normally don't talk about price, but I literally just walked in the door, and I'm telling you I kind of spent too much money. But this, I think I really did okay. This was $39.99. I'm going to have to get the sticker off, but you know, I don't even care. You know, I don't mind the sticker being on there for some things, because it kind of reminds me what I paid for it. Down the road a few years from now, who knows? You know, these continue to seem to go up in price most of the time. But I was very happy with the condition, very happy with the price. I mean, you know, brand new Mobile Fidelity sound recordings go for $40, $50 these days. So I thought, you know, $39.99, if it's in good condition, I think I'm going to be fine. Came with the original Mobile Fidelity inner sleeve, which, you know, is very common, and you see with most of them. And I have found that people that collect Mobile Fidelity records generally take very good care of them. You don't see them most of the time pretty junked up. So I'm carefully going to take this out of this lined bag, typical Mobile Fidelity lined bag, and just show you the labels. You know, maybe just slightly dusty, but I say slightly. And there's the label for you. And these are the old style. I think this is going to say pressed in Japan. Yeah, pressed in Japan. I'm going to have to do a little research, but if you can zoom in there on the very bottom, it says pressed in Japan, when they were really at their absolute peak as far as sound quality goes. And I don't know, I mean, I know Bobby Z would know, because he's got the first 7 albums at least, maybe more. sealed of the Moody Blues on Mobile Fidelity. He's never opened. So you tell me, guys, in the comments. Do you think I overpaid for that? $39.99? I don't think so. I mean, I can easily look it up and see what they go for, but I think it was a retail price. I mean, they weren't giving it away, but I think I did okay, and I'm very, very excited to have it. No seam splits, everything's in order, no creased corners. Yeah, terrific. Now the next two are sealed, and I'm gonna have to make a very difficult decision. In fact, I might make that decision right here on camera with you, because the next two, obviously they're from the Moody Blues, are sealed, and it's really hard. I don't know what to do. I mean, I've been thinking about it the whole way home. What do I do? Do I keep them sealed? Or I can't keep them sealed, guys. I can't. Anyway, here's the first one. I'll show them to you sealed. This is exactly the way I walked out of the store with it. This is on the Threshold of a Dream. On the Threshold of a Dream. I love this album so much. And I'm gonna kind of keep the price distant for a minute. And oh, what the hell. I paid $100 for it. I did try to talk them down. They were non-negotiable on their Mobile Fidelity stuff. And I would say this was on the low end of what they had. All the Beatles were $150 and up. I just told you the price of the box set. The blue box was priced $800. It looked very minty. It was behind the counter, so I didn't take a close look at it, but you can tell. And you know, they had Derek and the Dominoes sealed, as I said. They had Alan Parsons Project, iRobot on like a special box set, black cover only. I think it was like 200 gram. That was priced, I think, $299.99. They had Supertramp. I forget which one it was. It wasn't Breakfast in America. It was one of the Supertramp albums, also in that black box. It was like UHR or something like that. Sealed, 200 gram, and that was priced $199.99. They had a lot of Allman Brothers Band. They had a lot of several titles from Queen. They had The Game. There was dozens of them, and I just kind of my eyes were just like a kid in a candy store. I didn't know. I was like, what am I going to do? Night and Day from Joe Jackson was priced at $75.99, and that would have been maybe. That was a maybe for me. But I have a nice 180 gram pressing of that. These Moody Blues records, I don't have nice quality vinyl copies of it. So anyway, as you can see, it's sealed. And I'm going to take it out of the polythene, and you can see it's still in beautiful condition. Yeah, I mean, and here's, you know, for those that collect Mobile Fidelity, when I say sealed, it just has this little zip tie on the side, and that's how they all come. And they're numbered, of course. This is number 3666, if I can get the glare off of that here and show you that. So, I don't know, guys. I'll show you the other one, then I'll make a final decision if I'm going to open it or keep it sealed, but I'm leaning towards opening it. You know, and somebody else can tell me in the comments too, like, what do you do to the value of these records when you open them? Does it go from $99.99 to $39.99? Do you cut it in half, more than half? I don't know. But in my opinion, records are meant to be played and enjoyed. I don't have a super high quality audiophile system, but I have a decent system. I have a music hall turntable with a very nice cartridge on it. And I have a decent system. Not going to cause any damage to this. I have a beautiful cartridge. The cartridge is more than the turntable. You know, it's a $500 cartridge. So, you know, I'll take good care of these, but I know as soon as I open them up, it devalues these Mobile Fidelity collectible pressings considerably. How much? You tell me in the comments. I don't know. I'm a collector that buys records to play records. I don't buy records to sit there and collect dust and build value and someday resell them and trade and all that. I buy them to play them. And I love the Moody Blues. So there's really no way in hell I'm not going to play these. So I may as well just open them with you. The other one, they didn't have this. These are the. I'm glad these are the only three they had, because God only knows what I would have done with my credit card. Jesus. So anyway, to our children's children was the other sealed Moody Blues album that they had, and what can I say? This one's just a very slight. I'm gonna take it out of the polythene bag here. Sealed, obviously, still has the little zip tie. It's over on this side here. Number on this one is 2052. I don't know how many of these are. I'll have to do some research. And, you know, again, being transparent with you, the same exact price. I did ask him, you know, hey, if I buy them both, will you go down 10%? Nothing. He wouldn't budge. And he's like, hey, we just got these, and, you know, I have no problem. We're going to sell them. If we don't sell them here, we'll sell them online. And I know he's right, because there's collectors of this all over the world that will jump on these sealed records. And I would say 95% of the dozens that they had were still sealed. So I guess I'm gonna open them, guys. I know I can't answer my question. I don't know what it's gonna do to the value, other than I know it will hurt it. But I want to play them. I want to enjoy them. So here we go. Let's do the On the Threshold of a Dream first. Ooh, it really is painful. You should feel my heartbeat. I mean, it really is going. And man, it hurts, because I know this has been sealed a long time. I think these came out in the 90s sometime. I could be wrong. Early 2000s perhaps, but I might as well do the rest of it on camera, because I've already done the damage to it. And, you know, sometimes these just zip right off, and sometimes it takes a little effort. So let's see, I'll move the camera down just slightly so you can watch me break this open. And man, this one's pretty stubborn. It seems like the new ones that you get now, I got quite a few, you know, recent releases, and, you know, you pay your $50 for it and the zip thing, done. These they've been zipped a long time, so that's probably part of the reason. So didn't do a great job there, but once it's open, it doesn't matter anymore. I'll put my camera back here. Oh, I'm so excited, because look at this thing. It's absolutely stunning. Ah, see what I'm saying? It's got to be open. You got to enjoy it. Who's going to be able to enjoy it in a paper bag? I mean, it is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. And let's see, we'll look at the gatefold for the first time together. Ooh. I mean, generally speaking, there's no difference in the gatefold than the original vinyl copies, and here's another example. But there's something about the thick paper and just the thick vinyl and the way they package it and everything you get with it. So let's take a look. Oh, I feel like a kid in a candy store for sure. So you get your typical Mobile Fidelity outer kind of protector. Yeah, let's see what's inside. Probably just a record. Oh, well, this is nice. It comes like this, kind of in a even more protective line sleeve than I've seen from Mobile Fidelity. And this is a thing of beauty. Look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. This would be, again, let's see if this one's pressed in Japan. I've got to believe it will be. I'm gonna have to take it out. I can't see through the bag. I thought this was gonna be like a 5-minute video, but I'm just I'm sharing the moment with you, because who cares, right? I mean, it is gorgeous. This was pressed in maybe this is an American. I'm not sure. I can't tell. It doesn't say anything about Japan on that side. Manufactured by MoFi Manufacturing, a division of MFSL, under license from Polygram, special division of... I'm going to have to do some research, because this one doesn't jump right out at me and say Japan like the other one did. But I gotta believe that it would be. It has the same label. You Mobile Fidelity experts might have to chime in and tell me, but I'm sure in the dead wax it'll say something. You know, I can look on Discogs and it'll tell me all I need to know. But, or maybe it's on the back cover even. So I'm dragging this on way too long. I'm already at 18 minutes, but I'm going to quickly open the other one and share it with you guys too. As you can see, I'm treating it like it's made out of absolute gold, which for me it is. But as I said, you know, these records are meant to be played. So what the heck, right? So let's open To Our Children's Children, which is an absolutely stunning album. And this one did a better job, came off easier. And I've always loved this album cover. It's kind of got like a hieroglyphic kind of cave picture. And it's just, you know, if you've never held one of these and you've never had it in your hands, you know instantly you're holding quality. And there's the number, as we've talked about before. Let's look at the gatefold again together. Yes, very familiar, but it again is just such high quality. And let's see if it says anything. My eyes are so bad. I wish it said where. I just would like an answer if it was pressed in America or pressed in Japan. I think these were pressed in America. I really do. So maybe there was a second pressing of these. I don't know. But I don't even care, you know, because I know they're going to sound amazing. And it's not only the vinyl, the pressing, but it's the mastering. So this one is, you know, it's going to be very familiar. Just like the other one, I think I'll just leave it in there for now because there's no difference on these labels. They're all the same. This one has another little insert on the inside with lyrics. So I guess I'll just carefully take that out and show you it as well. Oh, not this side here. So there you have it, guys. That's my excitement. I could have spent an absolute fortune. So I guess give me some credit for coming back with just 3 when there was so many things that are just going to make you drool. If you live anywhere near Austin, head over to Breakaway Records. I mean, take your wallet because they're priced at retail. I can't lie. And they're not going to buy, well, unless, you know, they didn't like my face. But they didn't budge at all on me on price. Maybe if you're buying in bulk or something, I don't know. But for me, these were really important albums for my lifetime, and I've always wanted upgrade copies, so it was the right thing to do. I spent $100 each, plus $40 on the opened one. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it, do some research, see how much I overpaid. I know there's experts out there that are gonna comment. It's like, oh, you did overpay. That's way too much. I don't even care. It's about the fun and doing it. It's about having it. It's about seeing something you didn't expect, and just that excitement of getting home and putting it on the turntable for the very first time and hearing. If you've never heard a Mobile Fidelity, even on a marginally decent system, you're in for a real treat because they are beautiful. So thank you for listening to me for 22 minutes ramble on about 3 albums, but I'm so happy with them. I really am. And I spoiled myself today. What the hell? Well, it was so much fun. Thank you for sharing the moment with me. I'll see you soon for another video. Take care. Bye for now.